Good morning, everyone. This is Marcus coming to you solo on discussions. First of all, for anyone who does listen to this podcast, which I don't know if anybody really does, we are about, I don't know, I think maybe coming up on a month behind right now. We have been, it's just plain laziness, to be honest. We have been busy, to be honest with you. But knowing that we've been wanting to do it, but by the time we think about it, it's late at night, or we're in the middle of getting something ready for the following day. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to own up to it. It's my fault. I should have kept more on top of it. We've known about it. So I'm going to go ahead and just strike out for this one here and just go solo today. So it may not be that interesting just hearing my voice of what I have to say or what's on my mind and thinking there, but we're going to go ahead and just do it anyway. So, but like I was saying, we all get tied up with things in life and such, and it has been. School is in full-fledged now. Let me back that up. Summer is in full force now. School is over. So we had a graduation. Now we are down to one. The other one will be heading off to college this end of the summer in August. Exciting times for that right there. And so we got that going on. Sometimes I think sometimes summertime can be a little more stressful than school is because, school is structured. You got your time, you wake up, you know what time you need to get out the door, what time they have to be there, what time to pick them up, things like that. It's a structured thing. Summertime's a little bit different because then it's like, what are you going to do with them? Or keeping them busy or this things of that nature right there. So, but, we do enjoy the time with the kids here. And we do believe in child labor laws. The law is you will work in our house. So summer's going to be many chores to be done around here. But also things that we're going to have fun in doing and getting out here whenever the weather lets up here. So, but anyway, that is out of the way there. I guess the one thing I want to bring up and we're going to talk about is the other day I was getting a haircut, and I've been going to this barber for many years. I've followed him around to 3 different barber shops, and even to the point where I will go back to the northeast of Columbia to get my haircut there. I mean, it's just, and we're talking maybe about an hour drive to get there on the back roads, but I just really enjoy him. He does a good job. I've been to other places here, and I know with my wife, it's very hard for wife or for even for women. It's hard for you to find a good woman to do your hair, especially when you move there. I'm like that here. With me, I have a beard. People say they can trim a beard. A lot of them really can't. I like where I go. I sit down. I kind of give him a 5-second rundown on what I want, and he just knows what I want, and does a good job. So that's not what we're here to talk about. But with that being said, nothing goes wrong with a good haircut, men. I was sitting in the chair, and it was kind of busy, and I noticed this. I don't know. They might have been maybe 10. Maybe 9, I'm guessing something like that, maybe a little bit younger there. And a young man getting his hair cut there. And I noticed the whole time while he is getting his hair cut, he has got his phone in his hand. The whole time. And the guy's trying to cut his hair, and this young boy is, moving around. I'm guessing he's probably playing a game or something on the phone. I'm assuming I didn't hear any sound coming out of it. But I'm just thinking to myself how rude that is with that. And I'm going to be honest with you, we are all guilty about not, about sitting down. The first thing we do, we pull our phone out. And I know we've all sat around, especially like if I'm in a waiting room somewhere at the doctor's office, at the getting my oil changed, and I'm doing a sit and wait, is that I want to say 99% of everybody has their head down in their phone. And I'm watching this kid here doing the same thing here, down there. Adults are guilty, children are guilty there. And I just tell you, it just really just kind of got on my nerve because I've been in where my phone has gone off in my pocket where I'm getting my hair cut. I'm not going to answer it, because I think what it comes down to is really focusing on where you at in the moment. And maybe started really thinking is, if you're in front of someone and you got your phone out and you're constantly spending more time on your phone than you are, giving attention to that person, then it just goes, it's just disrespected, just showing that you're not giving them your full attention when you're out there. It could be a date night with your spouse. It could be sitting with friends at a restaurant that you're gathering. A lot of times to where we have our kids with us, and mainly now to our kid now, we're down to one. And I'll be like, hey, not to be mean, but when we sit down at the table, phone does not come out of the pocket. And I'll abide by that same rule for myself there, is that when we're sitting at the table or we're in a group of people, I say, phone does not come out. And, you can sit there. I want you to look interesting and what's going on. But I just think it's rude. And, with that going on. And so, but it's hard. I sit down and the first bored moment that I have, I want to pull my phone out. And so we're all guilty of it there. And so it's just staying focused of where we're at right there. Which brings me to another thing. We're going to close this out here real quick. Is that I kind of got on a little kick. I've been taking a class online and math class. Don't like it. I'm not going to get onto it because I know Debbie is tired of me talking about it. But I'm just a person. I have to manage my time. And I tell you, I am guilty as I'm all in or I'm all out if I do something. And so a lot of times when I get into my schoolwork, I'm like all in, and then I brush off chores around the house, things that need to be done, working out, things of that nature there. I focus just too much. And so then I started making a to-do list. We had a little dry erase board. There's podcasts I was listening to and about time management and such. And then there's nothing wrong with time management. So sitting there would make my list out, but it became almost like a slave because I would go through and scratch this off. I'd done this. I'd scratch that off because I'd done that. And because I was treating it like my schoolwork. I like a to-do list. What I have to get done during the week, I go through and I scratch it off. And it's a sense of accomplishment, but it just became very tasking in with this. So the point of me bringing all this up here, there's a fellow I was listening to. His name is Tim Grover, and Tim Grover is he's got a multi-million-dollar company. But basically, in a nutshell, what Tim started back in 1989 was a company where he was a personal trainer, and he started off with Michael Jordan as his first personal trainer. And he just really dove in with him. Then he went on to Kobe Bryant and then many other people in the NFL, CEO of companies and such. And he's written a couple of books, and they're really good. But he said something that really just resonated with me here. And he said that you need to stop managing time, but start managing your focus. And that really just drove home to me on something about that. Is that we have 24 hours in a day. And basically what are you going to focus on? Yeah, we're going to carve time out for work. We're going to carve time out hopefully for doing something fun or for schoolwork or for chores around the house. And we do that, but the problem is we get too focused on, okay, I need to get this done, scratch it off. Get this done, scratch it off. So what I've done, I started refocusing is whatever I am working on and starting on doing. At that moment, I'm focusing my efforts on that one thing. And when that one thing is done, then it's done. And if I feel like going on to the next, well, then I'll go on to the next right there. And so it's just like me doing this little podcast right now. My main focus is this right here. And when this is done, well, maybe I'll go on to the next thing. And if I don't get everything done at the end of the day, you know what? That's okay. So, but anyway, maybe that could be some good advice for you there, is that instead of trying to manage all these other little things you got going on, just pick one thing, you focus on that one thing, and when it's done, well, you go on to the next thing, and you focus on that one little thing, and you get that done. So, with that being said, thank you again for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and just wrap it up here for this here, and we're going to be catching you next week. Maybe we can get Debbie back on. She's been real busy too. But also, I do have some, I'm not going to say anything just yet, but I do have some exciting news. Maybe next week I'll bring it up about our podcast, maybe branching out a little bit, and I'll be sharing that with you there. So, but anyway, thank you again for listening to Discussions, and you have a good day.